Welcome back to another Platinum Trophy List review. We're also back with a podcast. Me and Platinum Bro are back after a break to talk about the worst games we Platinum in 2020, and we also have to touch upon the cyberpunk nonsense. Let me also start off by thanking Lord Coalhouse. That's an epic username, by the way. This man gifted me premium on PSN profiles. It wasn't expected or necessary, but it is greatly appreciated, and it will be used to the max. Please thank him down below in the comments. He is the living proof that not all heroes wear capes, and he has saved us all from ads. Now, if you guys are new here, what I do is I review Platinum Trophy lists. You know, like the title suggests. People submit their lists through Patreon, Discord, or video comments. They are also organized in this priority. And then I have a look at the Platinums, and only the Platinums, because I'm shallow and that's all I care about. I assign a point system to each and every Platinum depending on how hard they are. This is 100% approved by Sony. And then depending on the type of Platinums you have, you will be placed in the Farruski Leaderboard accordingly. Now that the explanation is out of the way, let me also add that between now and the last video, I have discovered that War Theatre Blood of Winter is actually a 1 out of 10 and worth no points. So Dragon Ice has been deducted half a point. I also found out that he cheated doing Conan, but I'll let that one slide because if I was gonna figure out every single way that people are gonna attain platinums, I would never release a goddamn video. It's like asking every single person who's platinumed a Dark Souls game if they did it single or if they did it with an overpowered friend. I haven't got the time to figure everything out, so whatever rating these guides give the games, regardless of them being glitches or bugs, I don't care. That's the ranking they're gonna have. Right, let's get on with it. Today we have 2 lists to review. So let's head over to PSN profiles. Okay, our first list is Melel PT, aka Get Goodest, one of my patrons and one of my best friends actually. He's also that shameful friend I mentioned a couple of videos back when I was showcasing my PS4 collection. You know, for someone who challenged me to platinum all the Dark Souls, he should really have more platinums. How puny. We don't discriminate lists in this channel. Anyway, apart from being a puny trophy hunter, he also can't spell. His username was actually meant to be Melek PT. Alright, so Get Goodest hails from the best country in the world, the country that brought you Cristiano Ronaldo and the Portuguese payment. Look at that beauty. This is, of course, Portugal. He has 15 platinums.
We don't discriminate.
Right. I think it's time to get this show on the road. Now drop
his beat.
Alrighty, first and foremost, let's pop the completion to platinum only and in alphabetical order. Alrighty, so first game on the list is Adventure Time Pirates of the Enchiridion. This is a 2 out of 10 and worth half a point. Then after that, we have Batman the Telltale series. Of course, this is a 1 out of 10 and worth no points. Now here we have an impressive platinum in Bloodborne, one of the best games on PS4. We actually did some of this game together. It was great. Get Goodest had a Leroy Jenkins moment against the cursed amygdala and got wrecked.
Leroy! She's also aggroed on you.
Nope. And she just
Careful, Miguel.
kill me for that.
Anyway, this is a 7 out of 10 and worth 3 points. Day of the Tentacle is a 2 out of 10, so worth half a point. And we then have an amazing game and always a win in my books, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. This is a 4 out of 10 and worth 2 points. Then we have Game of Thrones. Of course, again, this is a 1 out of 10 and worth no points. Horizon Zero Dawn is of course a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point. Life is Strange is another 1 out of 10 and worth no points once again. And then Spider-Man, another great game that will always bring me joy to see that someone has platinumed. He is the best superhero of all time. It's a 3 out of 10, so worth 1 point. Then we have My Name is Mayo, which he achieved in 42 minutes and 25 seconds, and also Slide, which he achieved in 9 seconds. These two must have been a real challenge, huh? Anyway, these are of course a 1 out of 10 and worth no points. And we carry on that trend with Tales from the Borderlands, The Walking Dead, and The Wolf Among Us. These are of course again a 1 out of 10 and worth no points. And then to finish it off, we have The World of Nubla, which is a 2 out of 10 and worth half a point. So in total, this gives him 8.5 points. Now before we calculate his rank, let's have a little look at his on platinum game, shall we? Let's change this over to all. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, and here we have it. All the Spyros still unplatinumed. Anyway, from this chart, we can see that he platinums mostly shameful games, which places him in second place in the bronze tier. Obviously, all this abuse I've been giving him is all banter. I love this man like a brother. Now, our second list today is from Vault Boy Steve. He submitted his list through Discord. As you can see here, he is a YouTuber. Pretty good one, if I might add. I'll leave his link down below. He has 115 platinums, very nice, and he hails from the UK, the place where tea is almost like a currency. Alrighty, let's organize this bad boy into platinums and in alphabetical order once again. Alrighty, so first game on the list, we have Albedo Eyes from Outer Space. This is a 1 out of 10 to worth no points. And next we have Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Liberation HD, Assassin's Creed Origins, and Assassin's Creed Rogue. These are all a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point each. Actually, Liberation is judged as a 2.5, but I'll let you have it as a 3 out of 10. Aren't I nice? Astro's Playroom is a 2 out of 10, so worth half a point. And of course, Batman the Telltale series is a 1 out of 10, so worth no points. Oh, I like you, Steve. I really do. This makes me like you even more. Bloodborne, hands down, one of the best games ever made. This is a 7 out of 10, so worth 3 points. Then after that, we have Bugsnax. This is a 2 out of 10 and worth half a point. Next, we have Bully, aka GTA in School. This is such a great game, and I hope they make a sequel at some point. This is a 4 out of 10, so worth 2 points. Constructor is a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point. And well, hello there. Crash Bandicoot is a 7 out of 10 and worth 3 points. Well done, sir. And what do we have here? Darksiders 2. You were a better man than me. I can hack finishing this game in the hardest difficulty. Well done. This and Darksiders 3, they are both a 5 out of 10, so worth 2 points each. Darksiders War Mastered Edition, however, is a 4 out of 10, but still worth the 2 points. A nice complete collection here. Very nice to see. Then after that, we have Day of the Tentacle Remastered. This is a 2 out of 10, so worth half a point. And then Days Gone is a 4 out of 10, so worth 2 points. Dead Island Riptide is a 3 out of 10, so worth 1 point. And then we have Dead Space, a game I would never attempt because I'm too chicken. Not only is this game terrifying, it's also a 5 out of 10, so worth 2 points. Then we have the famous Walking Simulator, or, Death Stranding. This is a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point, and so is Defense Grid 2. In all honesty though, I do recommend you play Death Stranding just for the story alone. Then we have Deponia. This is a 2 out of 10, so worth half a point. And then we have one more juicy one, with Destiny. This is a 7 out of 10, so worth 3 points. Destiny 2 is slightly easier, but still respectable. It's a 5 out of 10, so worth 2 points. And then we have Detroit Become Human. A very, very good game, incredibly good story. Again, I highly recommend. It's a 3 out of 10, so worth 1 point. After that, we have Dishonored Definitive Edition. This is another 5 out of 10 and worth 2 points. Alright, so Doctor Who The Eternate Clock. I can actually find a rating for this game. If you guys have played it, again, let me know just like last time if you guys know what rating it is. I did a bit of digging. Although it doesn't look like it'll take long to platinum, it looks like there are a few challenging trophies here and there with a few puzzles. So I'll give it a 3 out of 10, which is worth 1 point. Next, we have Doom. This is a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point. Then we have, we have our first God tier platinum in Doom 3. This is a 9 out of 10 in difficulty and worth 4 points. This is also an automatic ticket to the God tier section in the Farruski Leaderboard. Well done! I'm super impressed. Alright, next we have another platinum game to increase my jealousy. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. This is a 4 out of 10 and worth 2 points. Now Duke Nukem 3D is a 2 out of 10 and worth half a point. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture is exactly the same, is also a 2 out of 10. Moving on, we have Far Cry Classic. This is a 4 out of 10 and worth 2 points. And then Final Fantasy VII is a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point. Straight after that, we have Final Fantasy VII Remake. It is a bit more challenging, being ranked at a 5 out of 10, so worth 2 points. We then have a little chill platinum here to break away from the hardcoreness. If this isn't a word, it is now. Game of Thrones is of course a 1 out of 10 and worth no points. Next up, we have almost a completed collection in the God of War series. I wonder if you'll be doing Ascension to complete the whole collection. Alrighty, so God of War 2018 is a 4 out of 10 and worth 2 points. And then God of War is a 5 out of 10 and also worth 2 points. God of War 2, 3, and Ghost of Sparta, they're a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point. And then God of War Chains of Olympus is a 2 out of 10, so worth half a point. Moving on, we have Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. This is a 4 out of 10 and worth 2 points. And then we have a couple more chilled ones here with Grim Fandango Remastered and Guardians of the Galaxy. These are both very fun games, but they're also a 1 out of 10, so worth no points. Then enough of this soppy crap, so let's go back to the hardcoreness. We have Helldivers and Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. These are both a 6 out of 10 and worth 3 points each. Hitman Absolution is a 4 out of 10 and worth 2 points. Hitman Blood Money is a 5 out of 10 and worth 2 points. And then Hitman Contracts is a 4 out of 10 and worth 2 points. Then we have Horizon Zero Dawn and Infamous Second Son. These are such great games. They're a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point each. Then we have Jak and Daxter the Precursor Legacy, which is a 4 out of 10, and then Jak 2 and Killing Floor 2 are a 5 out of 10. So all three of these are worth 2 points each. Then we go to the LEGO games, which is, a bit of an easier break than usual. LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham and LEGO The Hobbit. These are both a 2 out of 10 and worth half a point each. Then Life is Strange is a 1 out of 10 and worth no points. And then, of course, a superhero that needs no introduction, Marvel Spider-Man is a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point. Miles Morales is actually a 2 out of 10, so worth half a point. And carrying on the collection trend, we have a completed collection in the Mass Effect series. Now this is really impressive, especially since Mass Effect, Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect 3, they are all a 6 out of 10 and worth 3 points each. And then even though Andromeda is only a 5 out of 10 and worth 2 points, it's extremely glitchy. So tell me, Steve, did you have to do multiple playthroughs or did you have the luck of the Irish and get no glitch trophy? After that, we have a Blast from the Past in Medieval. This is a 2 out of 10, so worth half a point. And then we have, believe it or not, another almost completed collection. I'm not quite sure if you can even platinum the early Metal Gear Solid games, but if not, this is still a very impressive partial completed collection. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater is a 3 out of 10, so worth 1 point. Then Metal Gear Solid 4 is notoriously hard. This is an 8 out of 10 and worth 3 points. And then Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain is a 5 out of 10 and worth 2 points. Very well done, especially Metal Gear Solid 4. I remember when they released the trophies for this game and everybody just lost their minds to how difficult it was. After that, we have Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, Neverwinter, and Nier Automata. These are all a 3 out of 10, so worth 1 point each. Then No Man's Sky is a 2 out of 10 and worth half a point. Then Persona 4 Golden is a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point. Moving on, we have Plague Inc. Evolved and Prey. These are both a 4 out of 10 and worth 2 points each. And then we have Ratchet & Clank. This is the original, so this is only worth half a point because it's a 2 out of 10. Then the updated Ratchet & Clank is a 3 out of 10, so worth 1 point, and so is Ratchet & Clank 2. Rebel Galaxy is a 2 out of 10 and worth half a point. And then we have another impressive one here with Red Dead Redemption 2. This is a 5 out of 10 and worth 2 points. Same goes with Resident Evil and Rogue Galaxy. After that, we have Saints Row Gat Out of Hell. This is a 2 out of 10 and worth 2 points. Then Star Wars Battlefront is a 4 out of 10, and Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a 5 out of 10. These are both worth 2 points each. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. These are both a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point each. Then we have Star Wars The Force Unleashed. This is a 6 out of 10 and worth 3 points. And Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. This is 4 out of 10 and worth 2 points. Again, it's great to see a couple of completed collections here. Very nice. Moving on, we have Streets of Rage 4. This is a 6 out of 10 and worth 3 points. And then Tales from the Borderlands. This is a 1 out of 10 and of course worth no point. Tekken 7 is a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point. The Bureau XCOM Declassified is a 5 out of 10 and worth 2 points. And then the Deadly Tower of Monsters is a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point. The Escapist, The Walking Dead is a 4 out of 10 and worth 2 points. And then The Last of Us Part 2, The Order 1886 are a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point each. Then we're back to the hardcore platinums and we have the Technomancer. This is an 8 out of 10 and worth 3 points. And then we chill out a little bit in The Walking Dead, A New Frontier, and The Wolf Among Us. These are all a 1 out of 10 and worth no points. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands is a 4 out of 10 and worth 2 points. I can only imagine because of the glitches. And then Tropico 5 is a 2 out of 10 and worth half a point. Okay, so Uncharted Drake's Fortune is a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point. This is because this is the PS3 version. The PS4 version is actually a little bit harder. And then Vampire is a 4 out of 10 and worth 2 points. Although this should be a 10 out of 10 in patience because this game is almost as broken as Cyberpunk. Almost. Next is Watch Dogs. This has a varied opinion of either 3, 4, or 5 out of 10 in difficulty. Since 2 of the guides are in the 2-point section, that's what I'll judge it as. Then after that, we have Wolfenstein The New Order. This is a 6 out of 10 and worth 3 points. And Wolfenstein The Old Blood is a 5 out of 10 WRC5 is pretty easy, it's a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point. For a racing game, I am pretty surprised. And speaking of surprises, I'd be super surprised if you didn't have any wrestling games platinum. I know you're a massive fan. So WWE 2K16 and 2K17, these are both a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point each. Then we have X-Men Origins Wolverine. This is a 4 out of 10 and worth 2 points. It is a great game from a terrible film. And then we have our second game to solidify your position in the God tier with XCOM. This is another 9 out of 10, so worth 4 points. And then to finish off this epic list, we have Zombie and Zombie Army Trilogy. These are both a 6 out of 10 and worth 3 points each. Wow, I'm super impressed. A little bit jealous as well. This list has ranked up a total of 170 points, and as we can see here on the chart, Vault Boy Steve platinums mostly challenging and mediocre games. But since he had 2 near impossible games, he is automatically placed in the God tier. Now just to clarify, points don't actually matter in the God tier list. What matters here is the amount of 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 games you have. The more amount you have, the more likely you are to go up in the list. Well done, dude. You truly are a hardcore gamer and a hardcore platinum hunter. Seriously, I can't wait to revisit this list in the future if you do decide to resubmit it. And speaking of resubmissions, as always, you guys can submit your lists on Patreon, Discord, or in the comments. Priority is also in this order. Don't forget, all my social media is down below in the description. And that was it for this episode, Farruski Clan. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. GuyFarruski out.